What's up guys, and welcome to Void of Dust Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena of Valor content. Today I've got something special that I really wanted to do quite eagerly. I've got Errol in the jungle for you, and I want to show you that it took me quite a while until I got my hands on something that is actually playable, because I tried out different kind of builds. As you can see, we've got Frostcape in here. I've got different builds with Uriel's brand and everything like that. I've got some victories, but the matches were really long. So now I've got something which I think is actually quite enjoyable, and I want to show you my build at first, because then afterwards we can check out some gameplay. So Errol is a warrior hero that is focusing mainly on damage coming from his abilities. Therefore we're going with Leviathan, because that's the thing that's going to boost our armor a little bit. We've got Rock Shield in here, and we've got Blade of Eternity. Rock Shield is a really strong item, as I said in one of my earlier videos, that has found a way into many builds. For example, I played against HE who was using it, so it's really strong. So we've got Spear of Longinus to boost that kind of armor purpose even further, and then we've got Omni Arms to complement the build, which is still a strong item in my opinion. Arcana wise, I'm going with Marksman Warrior. That's supposed to be from 10 times Onslaught, 10 times Assassinate, and 10 times Skewer. If you want to have that special auto attack more often, you can switch Assassinate for Guerrilla, and that's working properly fine as well. Enchantment wise, we are going with Desperate Duel. It's basically the rune that you want to have if you are playing on the solo lane as well. We've got Shadowbound in here because we are going to use some movement abilities. We've got this little dash, and then we've got Deadly Claw, and to complement the build, we've got Enhanced Restore, and we've got Gunslinger. I tried out a different build. It's not saved in here, which is the Explosive Shield kind of thing, but I didn't feel it was that good. Like, it didn't work out for me. Maybe you might have a better use of that, so you can change that for a Fata, and then you would go with, for example, River Treader. You can go with the heal stuff, and then you can use the Explosive Shield, and even backstabbing might be quite interesting if you are coming from the brushes a lot, but I would use that mainly on the solo lane. But as I said, it didn't work out for me that well. So I've got some gameplay for you guys now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, now is your chance to do so. Hit the subscription button and put on that lovely notification bell to be informed whenever I upload a new video. And likes and comments are always appreciated. So let's get this started. Okay, right off the bat, I've got some information for you which is important if you want to continue to watch the video. The first couple of minutes are going to be devastating. I'm going to spoil that here because it is going to be a lot better afterwards, that we even score a really nice team fight kill. But that is going to be something of the future. The first couple of minutes, I don't know what happened. Maybe I was frustrated because I was already playing 2 Errol games, and I didn't feel that this was the one that I might be using for YouTube again. So yeah, I kind of was a little bit concerned. We've got Arthur in here, we've got Ardo in here, 2 really strong characters if it comes to armor, so we would need a lot of damage to surpass them. Crixie is pretty annoying. We've got Blight, who's annoying as well. So I was going into that match with a kind of a feeling that this might be a loss again, and not a loss, but a really bad game for me, which means that I can't use it for YouTube, because if it's too bad, you are not going to see anything from it. And I think people should learn stuff from videos, even if it's a loss. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. You cannot always win, but you should always try. So here we go. As you can see, the first couple of seconds in the game were just about going in and dealing some damage. And I don't know what happened here, but that auto-in was kind of really bad in terms of the positioning, because he should have just stayed under the tower, and then I could not do as much as that. So we've got the first kill here, the first blood, which was really gifted. And now we're going towards the Abyssal Dragon. So this is not what I mean. This is not the stuff that's going to be bad. The beginning was actually quite fine, but now comes the part where I start to lose my consciousness. I'm slightly going mad, as Queen already put it. So first kill, first Abyssal Dragon. That was actually a kickstart, but now we have Bright in the jungle. We've got Crixie in the jungle. And we've got Arthur here in the jungle as well, and I'm like, well, what is this? What is this all about? 2 kills. 2 kills already, but now the stuff starts to become a little bit overwhelming and out of my hands. So I felt relief here, but that's always the bad thing. If you have straight emotions in games like these, it might just be even more painful. So I don't know if she knew that I was there, because there's no kind of detection or something like that, but that was a good thing to do. So Diochan is going to be a little bit lackluster in the game. She's going to have some sequences where I thought, okay, you might want to return back to base, because this is not going to help anyone right now. So as you can see, we defended the middle against Diochan. I think the middle tower is one of the most important ones, if not the most important one in the game, like the first one, because that's going to be a lot more easier for enemy heroes to get into your core if they have started to push the middle, and therefore the first middle tower is the one that you want to keep alive as long as possible. So here we go again. Kill for Gilder, really nice. And I don't know why. I don't know why I went in here. So that's the start of I'm losing my sanity. That was complete nonsense. There was nothing that I could do here. There was nothing that I was about to help here. I was already dead, and I went straight into the tower and I got the shot, and I was like, well, that's a brain dead action. Like that's not even helpful. So this is something that you can keep in mind. It's kind of like, don't get into your jungler's jungle and get the farm. Not early on. Like later on, it's fine to take a buff or two if you see that he is not going for them quite regularly, or just ask the people if you're able to take blue buff or red buff. Like red buff is fine for the AD carry. You can take blue buff if you are the mage and you're reliant on mana quite a lot, but you should not do that on purpose if you haven't asked, because at the beginning of the game, those junglers need the jungle stacks on their items. That's really important for them. I don't know why the game lags from time to time. It's definitely not the issue from the game that was been played, but I don't know. It's kind of strange. Kind of a strange thing. And now Arduin starts to work on me, and Arduin is really, really strong. Like, it's a really strong character. Look how long he survives against the 4 of us. Double kill for Diochan, actually really nice. And now I was about like, okay, I might just get some stuff from the enemy jungle, because I'm a savage. Like every single time I'm able to go into the enemy jungle, I'm like, yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take what I need to take, because that's important for me. So here's another Abyssal Dragon. Unfortunately, Valheim gets the stack and not me, not I. But we can make it work. Now we've got Astral Spear. So we've got 2 items finished already. We've got the boots and we've got the Leviathan. So, but as you can see, the game is going towards a certain direction. It's going to be a game that's going to be a little bit crazy. So again, I'm like the person who gets the tower shots, and I was like, why is it targeting me? And that was the point. 2-7, even if we are leading with a 14-3, where I was like, okay, it's going to be one of these. And I saw myself ending up with a 2-6 9ish or something, and I was like, well, how can I showcase how good Errol is actually at the moment if I'm not taking things seriously and I don't have the score to back it up? Well, the answer is not at all. Like, it's not going to happen. Fun fact, like, I know that a lot of you guys out there think that Errol is actually super strong in the jungle right now. I just checked what Doiser is thinking about the current status of the game. Like, I think Doiser is one of the only people who is actually playing Arena of Valor still in the Asian server. Most of his colleagues have switched to Wild Rift as well. So if you take Rush, for example, he's featuring a lot of live stuff right now. We've got Darkbreaker. I don't know anything about Vex anymore. So a lot of the pros or the well-known players have switched to Wild Rift. So the only source of information I get regularly on tier lists and stuff like that is from Doiser, and he ranks Errol to be in the mid lane. So we've got A tier, B tier, and we've got C tier, and he's going to be B tier for Doiser. So I don't know about that. Like, I think he's got really strong abilities, but he's somehow somehow like something like a one-trick pony. So what you're going to do most of the times, and how you are going to start fights, is you will use your ultimate and you will jump into the backline, and then you will use your abilities in order to get stuff. So I've got a lot of assists here, and I don't know why our, I mean, it's fine, but I don't know why our support needs to get that kill here. He already got a couple of shots, but that's the problem with him. He is actually quite strong. Now look at that. This is going to be ace. That's the beauty of Errol. That's not many characters can pull off something like that, and it worked out fine. And here I just dodged the shot, and now I felt really confident. I was like, okay, this is going to be the game. And I said to my girlfriend, I think I've got a game finally. I played 4 matches yesterday, and I think that's the only video that I'm actually able to take. And you know, guys, I'm not really that kind of person who is like, we need to have a stomp. I show you losses if the loss is actually enjoyable and entertaining. But I was so frustrated with Errol because I want to like this character, and he lost some beauty to me. I don't know what happened, but nowadays I play Chi more happily than I do play Errol. I don't know why. I thought I was an Errol main. So my really true love is L'Oreal as a girl, and a guy would be Arduin. So these are the two. And then I thought, okay, maybe Errol is something like that child or something like that. So that would make sense. But I don't know. It just ran off a little bit. Like it's not the same. We don't have the same relationship as we had a year ago or something like that. Like when he was introduced, I was like, wow, it's some kind of parasite thing. He's got this crazy arm. He's got 2 voices talking to each other, like his normal voice and his demon voice, and they're having a conversation. What's not to love about this guy? So I felt that, and now I don't know. Romance is dead. Love is dead. Maybe that's the problem. And something that is more sorts of off topic here, but I think he's got only 2 voice lines or something. He's talking to himself like, why am I so sad all the time? Why am I so sad all the time? It's so annoying. It's like really annoying. After I played 3 games with him yesterday, I could not stand it anymore. I was like, can we just not have that voice stuff anymore? And now I'm going on a berserk. Now I'm going berserk. This is going to be the berserk run. No, it's not. I'm going to do the berserk later. I just spoiled it, but most of you guys are not watching the entire video, so it's fine. It's fine. Like, if I would have information what brings you to watch the videos entirely, that would be ace. That would be really great. What is wrong with these videos? No, here we go. Dead yawn. And I'm like, well, I think there is something that I can still use. There's still opportunities to get kills. And I was being greedy, and I was hungry for kills. I was like, I need to get more kills. I need to kill these people. I mean, he's a little bit mental, this guy. I mean, if you've got 2 voices, he might just be not the most stable person in the world. I mean, if you've got a demon inside you, that might just be a good explanation for something like that. He's like some kind of Jokerish character, but with a more evil twist in it. Okay, so I kind of messed up the ult because I wanted to use it offensively, but then it just turned out like, okay, I don't have the backup. Now, let's take a look at this. I procced Rock Shield, and the life gain is just so damn good on him. And look at that, look at that, look at that. Now I've got Arduin, and now I'm going to take a yawn. And I'm not finished. Arthur is still alive, but I'm not finished because I've got my team up here. I've got the triple kill. I've got the triple kill, and the game is over. It's 32 versus 9. The game is over. We've got all of the towers. There's nothing that they can do against it. 4 of the people are dead. The only person who is still alive is Arthur, and he's standing between us and the victory, and he is not really standing that well anymore. And here is the game finish. We have finally made Errol work. So now I've got a really good verdict on that, because usually I just play a character once, it's fine, and things are turning up beautifully, or they're really awkward, and then I need to think about what I'm going to do. But in this case, as a gold medal warrior, I can tell you that this is the build that worked best for me, and I tried a couple of builds, and this build really has the performance that you need to fuel him in the jungle. So take a closer look at this. This is the build that you need. Don't take anything else. At least in my opinion, that's the most solid stuff that you can get out there. Anything else is just kind of like a trial and error thing to do, but this build works. So with these words, I wish you a pleasant evening. Hope you're doing well, and check out the next video, because we're going to have again your gameplay, my review. That's the next one, and yeah, it's going to be Pura. Check it out.